been a little bit since I've done a video or anything, so I thought I'd give an update. It's wet. We got rain, like over an inch of rain since Saturday. Today is Wednesday. It is slicker than a greased pig everywhere. So it is a matter of just trying to get places without taking out fence or any of that stuff. So right today, project, because it's too wet to seed, obviously, is to put up a temporary electric wire for the cows to start grazing, so we don't have to bale feed them as much. Got the bulls in our bull pen here. The top wire is electric, so that way they get a good zap when they try and reach over and get out. We got 2-strand on this side here with electric on it, and then 4-strand on the far side. We got 2 fencers here. That's basically what we run, speed right with a solar panel, or a Gallagher with a solar panel. Don't have charged batteries really, but if you get overcast like it's been for the last few days, the batteries do get low and they get weak, and cows will get out. So you still gotta check them, but it is better than nothing by a long shot, or better than just putting a car battery out there and leaving it. We're at the father-in-law's truck today. I'm doing this just because my truck is full of tools as a field truck, so there's no room for really anything in it. So I got all the little pigtail, oops, that's a horrible view, pigtail step-in posts in the back, and the electric wire. And I'm gonna make my way down the flats here and see what I can come up with and how I can fence across it without getting stuck or super wet. So we'll see how that goes, because I see water down there. Yeah. But on that note, we have rain and we have hay growing, which is something that's amazing. Yeah. So where we normally turn them out is on the other side over there at this time of year, but there is too much it's just too short, and it was overgrazed the last 2 years because of drought, and so some of it was cows, a lot of it was because of gophers. So we decided to open up a different area this spring as their first paddock, but it is a long one. It is usually the last one we usually put them on, but it is doing a little bit better. It can handle a little bit more abuse per se, and there's a lot of gophers out here. Okay, it just because it's semi-irrigated, sort of, it's like a floodplain in the spring. So I'll show you what I mean here in a second when I get closer. So wife's grandfather basically built these dikes across it to slow the water down in the springtime. And there's 1, 2, 3 or 4 of them in here, and it basically turns all that pasture into a floodplain. So we got one here, we got one here, and we got one farther down there. Then that far ridge is actually just the neighbor's coulee, but then we got one right there. Come on, focus. There. Yeah. So I apologize for the raw video, but I do not have time to edit anything. This is just straight from the phone. Get some more coffee. So when you get going, we got these stepping, well, it looks like a pigtail, right? Pigtail post and a roll of wire. So what we'll do is we'll make one of these barbs electric, hook on with the electric and run it across to the far side, which, yeah, you can see the fence post over there. So that's my project this morning, is to fence this off so they got something to graze. They got some taller crested wheatgrass here and some other stuff that's actually starting to come up quite nice. This stuff was already dormant when we turned them out last year because it was such hard drought. So it didn't get damaged nearly as bad as the paddock over by where they're at right there right now. That little black blurb there. Oop, cows. So that's the game plan. That's kind of what we're doing right now, because it is way too wet to seed. Our trucks are just mud and everything is just squishy and slimy. So that's my project today. This is kind of what I'm working on. We got green feed planted over here, and then on the other side of that yard, like in that summer follow there, that is all durum. And then we're going to be doing mustard over here, I believe, as well, and some peas. And then our yard, the other farm, about 30k away, it's still a standstill. We only got 3/10 of rain, 3/10 of an inch of rain here last night, but over there got half an inch. And it was wet yesterday when we tried to fill the truck with fertilizer and seed and could barely get around the yard. So yeah, no, it's a little bit of a waiting game right now. It's kind of frustrating. We want to get seed in the ground because we see all this rain, but at the same time, my sprayer is still waiting to get ready. There's a mix-up with the pump, and they're still waiting to get it in and get stuff installed. So no fault to the dealership at all. Just the way things go in the modern world of shipping issues. But maybe this week I'll get my sprayer, and maybe this rain is to make me feel not so bad for not having it yet, because if I had it, I would definitely have needed it by now, because we've been using our old sprayer in the meantime, which is not the greatest thing to use. There's no sectional control. It's a light bar GPS, and yeah, it's on and off, pressure rated, so you have to watch the pressure yourself. So it's a good backup sprayer to have in case things go down, because it's so simple, but it'll be nice to have the technology in the new one to make things a little bit better. I cannot reverse the camera once I'm filming. So anyways, have a great day. God bless, and keep your stick on the ice.